I mean, we moved right to Bukowski style, sit in a shitty bar and drink, come to party.
Sure.
You know, go find a dive. Like that was the thing we wanted to do. Play darts.
Yeah.
Shoot pool, you know, just fucking be in a bar and drink. We just wanted to drink. We didn't want the hassle of dancing.
You're listening to Don't Take Bullshit from Fuckers with your hosts Greg Behrendt and Kane Holloway.
Welcome to the show. Don't take bullshit from fuckers.
Yeah. Welcome to the show. Don't take bullshit from fuckers.
Pat, you do one.
Welcome to the show. Don't take bullshit from fuckers.
That's the way we should start it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. If you're here, it's because you love us. We've been on long enough that if you're here, you're still here. You love us. We love you right back.
Yeah, we love you. We're happy to have you guys here and be a part of our journey.
Yeah, this is our journey too, and your journey. If you want to write us about your journey, you should do that.
But don't say you're on a journey, because then we won't read it.
Right.
We don't like that type of language. Not on this show.
For a while, self-help was referred to as journey work.
Oh.
I'm doing my journey work right now.
Wow.
I mean, it was also called self-help, but journey work was a big phrase a couple years back, where you're working on you're doing your work on your journey.
Really hate that. I really hate it. I hate the journey. I hate it. I hate when people say it on TV shows about their journey. There's something off about the word journey. I don't listen to Journey anymore for that very reason. Also, I know like 3 of their songs and I don't like them anymore.
Journey is a word that is often overused on The Bachelor.
Oh my God, constantly.
Yeah.
We're together on this journey and this process. They say process a lot. Process.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a process. It's a clusterfuck is what it is. You're going down the path of clusterfuck and herpes, and especially Clayton. Are they supposed to give Clayton another season? Because somebody was saying how they're like setting this dude up for like a comeback because he like really fucked up.
No, because he is with Susie.
That's right. Okay,
he's
that's
with
right.
The girl from his season. He ended up with her.
Okay, so that's right.
No, they don't want to put him back on television. It's the lowest rated Bachelor of all time.
But wasn't it the highest?
He's the least liked Bachelor of all time.
Which is crazy because Pilot Pete, for a time, was the most hated Bachelor.
Yeah, people really didn't like Pilot Pete. They still don't.
Yeah, Pilot, and they especially don't like his fucking mom. They hate his fucking mom, yo. Did you see that shit?
No, I didn't see that season. I wasn't watching that.
Yo, one of the bachelorettes that was going after Pilot Pete was like going through something emotional, and the mom like already didn't like her and like was opening up about what's happening on her journey, you know? And then they cut to the mom and she's in a live audience, and all the, you know how like they have the TV, so the live audience can see when the camera is on a person. And they cut to the mom. Everyone in the room watches the mom roll her eyes. And it's that moment that she becomes the most hated mom on the show.
Amazing.
It was awesome. It was fucking awesome. And it's, I've been reading Natasha's book, and I'm like at the part, I'm in like a chapter 4 about boundaries. Boy, do they need boundaries. Do people rely too heavy on their parents sometimes? and
Yeah.
that's definitely a relationship if you've seen it, if you've seen that season.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good.
Natasha's stuff about boundaries is great.
Yeah, she's got I think this will be good for people who have a hard. This is good for people who have a hard time with boundaries. She says here, boundaries are simple and straightforward. If they seem impossible to execute, it's because you are a people pleaser who was never given a chance to learn how to love yourself unconditionally.
Yeah.
I think it's good to recognize if you are in fact a people pleaser.
I used to be a people pleaser.
Oh, you're definitely not that.
You can tell from the show.
No, fucking no. I don't. You used to be a people pleaser? That is shocking news.
Yeah.
What happened?
I got right with myself.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. And medicine.
Right with yourself and medicine. And and now who gets the brunt of it? Who's got two thumbs and takes all your shit?
Yeah, that guy.
Man. Speaking of millennials and taking a bunch of shit, we have a question, because I'm a millennial, and we have a question from a listener, Christine. And she has one. She sent it to dtbffpodcast@gmail.com. You can also send it to dtbffpodcast on Instagram. She says, topic of discussion. My question, have millennials ruined dating for Gen Z? My son has zero interest in going to prom next weekend. He is not alone. None of his friends are going. Many of my personal friends with high school seniors also stated that prom was not going to be attended. Those in my friend group in real life that have kids going to the prom have stated they are going in groups instead of dates. The sales girls at work who are in high school also said they were just going in groups instead of dates. What gives? Have promposals tired out Gen Z? I can honestly say I got sick of seeing them on social media. Expectations of such grand gestures from the gram may be a bit much for kids today. Or perhaps the disposal dating, which I refer to as dumpster dating via Tinder, has ruined the art of asking someone out in person. Pondering in Texas, Christine.
Mm. All those things are true.
Yes.
Also, we're not getting married just out of high school anymore.
Yes.
So the seriousness of high school relationships is not as great as it used to be.
People are, I feel like too, kids are more focused on what they are going to do outside of high school once they leave it. And so that leaves very little room for a person they're also with, I think.
Yeah.
I didn't go to prom.
But I also think men asking women out anymore doesn't seem like it's a thing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think it is in the greater, it is, but not like it used to be.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think many men are schooled in the art of asking somebody out. And I think a lot of guys are just waiting to be asked out because men are inherently lazy.
That's very true. I don't know if millennials ruined it. I've been to a bunch of dances and I've asked girls out on dates and out to dances and stuff with fear in my shorts, but I've, either turned down or succeeded. I don't think it was us. I think it is. I think she's right about maybe that, but I'm also not a parent, so I don't really know. I mean, I don't know how you have teenagers. How do they struggle with this, or do they?
True got asked by somebody that she didn't really want to go with, who did a very big promposal to her at work in front of her friends. She sort of got tricked into going.
Mm-hmm.
She's still friends with the guy, but she didn't want to go on a date with him.
Right.
And I don't know what happened. Oh, then the next year was canceled because of COVID.
Oh yeah.
So there was no prom. And Mighty didn't go to her prom this year. She went up to Santa Barbara and hung out with True.
Is Mighty a senior now?
Junior.
She's a
So
junior.
there's a junior prom and a senior prom.
Oh, gotcha.
I think proms are becoming a little outdated.
Yeah, I don't.
At least in areas like the ones we live in. I'm sure there's still a big deal throughout the Midwest and in the South.
Yeah,
where traditional relationships are encouraged.
Yeah, probably prom king and queen are probably still a thing. And yeah, I went to a club. Ugh. I went to a fucking club in downtown San Diego a couple weekends ago. Now, millennials, we were the clubbers. We loved going to the club. We almost every one of our songs growing up was about how we need to get to the club. We need bottle service and bitches. That was our whole growing up. That's what we were looking forward to. And then my girl came down and she's like, on a girls' weekend, she's like, do you want to go to the club with us? And I'm like, I guess so. And then she's like, you can get in for free. And I'm like, that's the only way I'm going into a club. If I got to pay. And then as soon as I got in there, I'm like, what did I want to do here? What the fuck did I want to do here? And it's so sad because the millennials like me, you can see they're like, they know all the words to all the songs because they're all from the early 2000s and they're all about grinding your dick and on some girl's ass. And the guys are into it and the girls are into it. Then you look around and everyone who looks like they're 12 years old and don't belong there, all of them are Gen Z and they're all afraid to dance, which then shifts the energy completely because now you feel weird and old for dancing and knowing the songs and knowing the words to the songs and like trying to have fun. And I'm like, I want to go. I want to get the fuck out of here. I hate the club. Mm-hmm. And I think the club too itself that's dead. I don't know how there's still clubs. Who the fuck would want to go to a club now anymore? I would never want to go again. But like all that shit that I think used to be for us is no longer a thing. But
weird. I grew up with no club culture at all.
Oh yeah.
I never went to a club. I never went dancing. I never went drinking and dancing. I mean, we moved right to Bukowski style, sit in a shitty bar and drink, kind of party. Sure. You know, go find a dive. Like that was the thing we wanted to do. Play darts.
Yeah.
Shoot pool, you know, just fucking be in a bar and drink. We just wanted to drink. We didn't want the hassle of dancing or waiting in the line.
This is why I don't think millennials ruin proms. Millennials love dancing. We loved clubs. We loved asking out. We made promposals a fucking thing. We didn't ruin shit. Gen Z they got their fucking underwear tightly bound and they don't want to, I don't know what the expectation of millennials is, but you go into a bar, like a Bukowski style bar, we're going to find a floor to dance on. That's what Gen Xers want to sit and drink and bitch, and millennials want to fucking get hyped and throw confetti. Like, we want to have a good time. So it definitely wasn't us. It wasn't us.
Yeah, well, you guys, I mean, the thing that I noticed is so weird culturally. On any of the dating shows, any one of them, Temptation, Love Island, as soon as they get everybody in a bathing suit and put on music, it doesn't matter your race, everybody twerks.
Yeah. Oh, of course.
And everybody knows how to do about 3 or 4 stripper moves.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody grinds on each other.
Yep.
They can't communicate, but they grind.
Oh yeah.
They smack asses.
Yep.
And they rub their asses on men's crotches.
Yep. It gets super sexual very quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everything you would do in the bedroom, you do only half naked and without penetration. And it's quite a sight to be a part of, because if you're the only one doing it, you feel like a pervert. But if you're in a group of people doing it, you're a community. You might as well be a church.
It's true.
It's fucking great. I remember the first time I went out to a club, I was super nervous. And I was there like with my buddies, and we were like, he's like, yeah. He's like, I used to do these in South Carolina all the time, and I was 18. And so we had to find an 18 and over club to go dance at that didn't have a bar. And so now, dude, now at 35, what a weird thing. Like I could be 35 and go to that 18 and over club with no bar. Ew. Gross.
Yeah.
So, but I go in there and I'm like, how do you dance with, like, how do you meet up and dance with girls? And he goes, you just walk up behind them and you just start like grinding on them. And I'm like, there's no way there's no way. And he's like, oh yeah. And I go, okay. And I roll up and I find like this girl in the middle with these two girls on either side of her. And then I start grinding on her. And then she like turns around, sees me kind of like smile awkwardly. And then she like looks at her two friends and they grab her by her arms and then they pull her away from me like they're like, you're out of a burning car. And then I'm just, you know, when you like slap a dog off of you and like they're still sort of humping, that was me. I was still grinding to nobody. And then I went back to my friend and he was like, all right, that was awful to see, but let's get he felt bad for like pushing me in that position. So then he's like, dude, let's leave. And we're about to leave. And he runs into this dude and they like, the guy turns and then like, they look like they're about to square up and fight. But then my buddy starts dancing. Like he just starts sea walking. So then the other guy's like, no shit. So then he starts dancing. This big dance circle comes around the two of them. And he's like, also girls have been flirting with him all night. I've been feeling like a real piece of shit. Like I just feel like a real nerd because I can't hit on girls and I'm not like, none of my dance moves are being appreciated. And now he's in the middle of this dance circle. I'm like so jealous that he's like this cool. And then he like looks at me and he goes, all right, Kane has a move, which I'm sure you guys have seen. I posted on Instagram, the scooter, where I essentially moonwalk in place, but I hold handlebars to make it look like I'm riding an invisible scooter. So he gets out of the circle and like the crowd is waiting for something new to happen. He goes, yo, go do the scooter. And I'm like, no fucking way I'm doing the scooter. You're out of your mind. And he's like, dude, do the scooter. So I go, no. And then he pushes me out into the circle. And I go, well, I'm out here. Let's see what happens. And I grab these handlebars and I start invisible scootering. And I'm about, I would say 5-7 seconds into it before I feel these two giant hands grab me by my chest and pull me out of the circle back into the crowd. And I look up and it's just like this dude. It's like this giant muscle bound dude. And he looks down at me and he goes, nah, dog, that's not the move.
Oh my God. This sounds like a really terrible Channing Tatum movie.
Yup.
Holy
so
shit.
that's probably what ruined it for Gen Z was that night right there.
I'm so glad I didn't have to do any of that.
You had to.
I went to metal shows.
Sure.
I went to punk shows.
Mm-hmm.
I moved my head a lot. I did a lot of. I was in the pit a lot in the early days.
Oh, hell yeah, bro.
Dancing around, ska shows, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But usually just dancing alone or in a group of dudes that were thrashing each other.
Yeah.
There was no dancing with women.
That was like our whole thing. It's like we had to dance because all of the girls that we grew up with, we went to high school with, they loved dancing. And then all the music videos were about like these girls dancing on the guy. Even like Jennifer Lopez, Beyonce, like all of their music videos are about how they're going to get out, get to the club and dance. Like that was the whole thing. And they wanted guys to like pick them up and dance with them there. Like it was a whole culture. And so like we loved to party. In fact, like all of us millennials were sitting there going like, what happened to Gen Z? Like we're wondering what happened to Gen Z. Where's their confidence? But we need a
I don't know.
We need a Gen Z to write in. I don't think we can answer this question.
I don't think anyone Gen Z listens to this, but if they do, write us. What are you doing? Are you even fucking or no?
Yeah. Let us know if you're fucking, Gen Z. You Zoomer.
Let us know if you're from Gen Z and you're listening right now. We'd love to know what you're up to.
Absolutely.
And also why you listen to this podcast.
Yeah. What brought you here?
All right, we'll be right back.
This mean song, the theme song for What Does This Mean song. We'll read a self-help quote, and they're definitely not memes. Memes are something completely different than quotes. Quotes are supposed to help you through all the bullshit in your life. And memes are like that poster of that cat hanging from a tree, and it says, hang in there, baby, or Mondays, am I right? Mondays, am I right? So if you can think of a different title, then we'll probably change it.
What? Yo, what does this mean? What does this mean? We're going to inspire you right now with just a few words.
Yeah, where you've got some potable quotes.
Mm-hmm.
What does potable mean?
Potable?
Yeah.
Potable? Let's look it up.
Is that edible?
Yeah, we have edible quotes. That's palatable. Siri, what does potable mean?
Potable is a formal term. It means safe to drink, drinkable.
Safe to drink. These are safe to drink.
These are safe to drink memes that you can. Don't be afraid to drink these memes in.
Yeah.
Safe to drink, potable.
Yeah, you won't be poisoned. These are very potable. I have one. Potable quotes. If you continue to think the way you've always thought, you'll continue to get what you've always got.
Oh, fucking it rhymes.
Yo, dude, it rhymes. Yo, Lil Squirt Squirt say, yo, if you continue to think the way you've always thought, you'll continue to get what you always got. You know what I mean? How does that hit you?
I hate it.
What?
I mean, it's probably true.
Sure.
You do have to change your thinking. You do have to change your thinking around ideas. I mean, around the way you do things.
Oh, yeah,
For
absolutely.
them to change.
Yeah, what do
You
you
got to find a different mindset.
Absolutely. Don't take bullshit from fuckers. I mean, it's right there in the name.
Yeah.
Because you're obviously here for a reason, especially all of our Gen Z listeners. You know, you've been taking bullshit from somebody.
Yeah.
Change it up. Change your thinking. I like that one. Okay. Over on our Discord, which we have a Discord. And it's at DTBFF Podcast. And you can join it and hang out with everybody who listens to the show. And you can send in your own memes. Geeky Anna sent one that says, one of the hardest decisions in a woman's life is whether she wants to spend her final years in a wooden hut with chicken legs, solving murders in the English countryside, or running a haunted Japanese bathhouse.
Are you still going?
That's the hardest decision women have nowadays. I do want to solve a murder. I feel like that would make me feel important.
Give you something to do.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind it.
Yeah, I would like to solve a murder. Haunted Japanese bathhouse. Does it have to be Japanese?
Does it have to be haunted?
Does it have to be a bathhouse? Can I just hang out in a house?
I don't get that reference.
Me neither. Geekiana, this is for a different show. You've written into a different show because I don't know. We don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Explain yourself. Okay, moving on. Anonymous Martin, aka Martin, sent one in. I want what any woman wants: to shine in the full moon, feathers sprouting grotesquely from my skin, and for a man to shout, "The Crow Witch has returned," his voice cracking with visceral fear. What the fuck is going on?
Also, why did Martin send that in?
Yeah, Martin. You and a geeky on hanging out.
Does Martin speak for women now?
Yeah, you white horse motherfucker. Why don't you white knight coming in with what you think women want? I hate it. You know what? I hate it and I hate you, Martin.
Oh, no.
Oh no, Martin's the greatest.
Oh, okay. I take it back.
He's
then.
a big Marvel. He's a Marvel fan.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
We also have one from Sam. No, that one doesn't work. That doesn't work. You want me to save this other one from Anonymous?
Yeah, the one that just came in.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's save that. I think was there a second one from Geekiana?
Let's see here.
I feel like
Oh
there was.
yeah. Oh, here's one. Yeah, Geekiana sent one. Another one. Geekiana, she says she's not single because she can't get a partner. She's single because so far everyone has only shown her why she's better off alone.
Who are we talking about?
Women, I think. I think we're talking about women. Are we talking about women?
There's a lot of quotes about women, about how they are.
Yeah, about what women really want. Now, is there something you're trying to tell us, ladies and Martin? What are you trying to tell us? Is there something that maybe men don't know about? Well, I mean, obviously, but also like what specifically are you trying to tell us about what you really want, you know? And then we could put that out into the ether and see what comes back.
Yeah.
What do you got?
I've got one here. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh, no. Oh, wait a minute.
No.
Oh my.
Of course he's talking to you.
The Pat show.
No.
We're on Pat Doesn't Take Greg's Bullshit.
Holy cow.
God damn. All right. It's your show.
Right in.
Do whatever you want. It's your show,
Pat. Mine is the fastest way to kill something special is to compare it to something else.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
I like that one a lot, actually. That one's good. You can do that a lot in your relationships. The moment you go, my girlfriend used to, oh boy.
Yeah.
That's the end of that.
You got to be careful. Yeah, people do that in relationships right away. Compare it to old relationships.
Yeah, you can
Don't
do
do it.
that. You can do that into a book or into like a Don't Take Bullshit from Fuckers book, a notebook that you can get at our Redbubble. Compare your relationships in there. You black out what's negative, you write in what's positive next to it. You know?
Yeah.
Or to a friend. Tell your friend, hey, my ex used to do this and my new girl does this and this is great. And I don't need to really inform the new girl about the shittiness of my last relationship and vice versa.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Pat, what do you got?
What do you got, Pat?
I've got one here. This one's pretty grim. Life has many different chapters. Don't let one bad chapter end the book.
That is grim.
Wow. Oh my
One
God.
bad chapter can end the book. One bad chapter will end the book.
Absolutely.
There's going to be a bad chapter at some point.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it might not be horrible, but
Isn't wouldn't the end of the book mean our death?
yes.
That's a pretty bad chapter. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good quote.
Yeah, I like that. Anything else? Any other memes?
I think I'm memed out.
Are you tapped?
Yeah, I'm tapped.
I got more.
Ooh, okay. More from Pat.
I've got another one here. Everything you need to be great is already inside you. Stop waiting for someone or something to light your fire. You have the match.
No.
Boo. Boo.
I can't sing. That's not changing.
Not changing anything.
I want to sing. I want to be able to sing. I can't.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be able to. It's not inside me.
No, it isn't.
I don't have it.
No, you can
I'm
barely.
I'm never going to have it.
No, of course not. You have the match. I hate it. Also, sometimes you need some guidance. So sometimes you need to go to somebody who sees something inside you that you didn't see prior, you know?
Yeah.
Like sometimes people, you can't always see you can't see yourself, like the forest through the trees, that whole concept. And so sometimes another person, not necessarily a romantic relationship, which is, I know what they're getting at, but God, the fucking,
it's like the ones that are like, you're everything you've always needed. No, that's not true. If that was true, I'd have different stuff.
Yeah. I'd have a much easier time looking in the mirror in the afternoons. You need help from others constantly.
Yeah. Support.
Fucking hate that quote. What about you? Have anything else?
I've got one last one here. I used to think I can save everyone until I realized they were drowning me.
That's sort of a cop-out.
Yeah, and that's the opposite of what Aunt May tells Peter in Spider-Man, the third Spider-Man movie. Like that's literally what he's trying to figure out, is how to save everybody. And then she dies telling him that it's possible. That quote completely negates it.
Yeah. He should have told her he was drowning.
Yeah, I can't really handle this.
I can't be fixing Doc Ock.
The
rest of them. It's drowning me right now. It's a hassle.
It's a real burden. And I got school. I'm trying to get into MIT. I'm trying to hook up with MJ. We can't kiss on any roofs because of Ned. I need a fucking day. Can I get a day? Yeah, over in our Discord, Styx sent us a message. So in episode 128, Kane regaled us all with his frosted tipped Marty story. Another triumph, I must say. That man just continues to provide hilarious content. Yeah, doesn't he? My whole life. It's been quite a joy. But it brought back memories of Gregor's FTD story, which makes me wonder who was the first FTD, Marty or Greg?
When did he get his hair? How old were you?
I think I was probably like 12 years old. Something like that.
That was when.
Fuck, I don't know. I would say in the 90s, late 90s.
Oh, I'm first.
Are you?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I started getting my hair frosted in college. I wanted to look like I was in Duran Duran, so I think I had to have been 82, 83.
What?
84, something like that. Yeah. Two
Oh
big
my
hoop earrings.
Really?
Yeah.
But were you in show business?
I was in a band.
Okay. Then it's totally acceptable. Your frosted tips, totally acceptable. My dad was a hazardous waste technician. What's he doing? What's he doing? Tinder didn't exist. Facebook didn't exist. The internet was like in its infancy. Why did my dad, who lived in the Northwest of all places, frost his tips in his jet black hair? It was disturbing. He looked like a villain. He looked like a video game villain.
Amazing.
He has like tiny little teeth too. So like when he smiles, he looks like he's going to eat you. My dad is horrifying to look at. Not a pretty man.
And the frosted tips didn't help.
No, and the one earring, it was a diamond earring. What, dude? He got this, and then we went to. I swear to God, we go to McDonald's, and like he buys us all dinner, and then he goes, yeah, that was the last of my money for a while. And we laughed because we thought he was kidding. And he goes, no, I'm dead serious. So like savor this. Because we got a lot of like dollar menu shit. And I was staring at that fucking glittery diamond earring. And I'm like, you punk motherfucker.
Oh, no.
I got to eat cold hamburgers because you wanted to look stupid. I got to eat cold hamburgers. It was a very frustrating time for me.
Wow, that's tough.
Yeah. Yeah. My dad is an absolute imbecile.
I wonder if my kids are going to have a story about when I dyed my hair blue.
Oh, probably.
I had a blue mohawk for a while. Amira did not like it.
Was this during ska days?
This was during ska days.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, during that whole time, I'm sure they were all a little concerned for you and themselves. Yeah, absolutely.
Totally. Where is he steering the ship?
I mean, to be a dad, it's got to be tough. It's got to be a real tough thing to be a parent in general. There's got to be something where you might lose your identity, so you try to get it back in some way.
Just aging in front of young people is hard.
Oh, I'm sure.
You know, it's just a trip.
Yeah, I mean, I did feel that way anytime I'm around I'm at Mike Drop Comedy Club in San Diego, and they have 2 rooms, and one of them's the gold room, and it looks a lot like the gold room in The Shining when Jack goes and has a drink and talks about Danny with the ghost bartender. And I said that to this girl. I was like, that's my favorite room because it looks like the room from The Shining. And she goes, I don't know what you're talking about. And I go, you've never heard of The Shining? And she goes, I'm Gen Z. And I go, that doesn't mean anything. You should still have heard of The Shining. And then it started to like hit me how young her features are, like how tight her skin is. I started to feel super.
Oh yeah, their pores.
Yeah.
All the race car drivers that I love are in their 20s.
Ugh.
They're all dead handsome. And just looking at their skin, and you're like, Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't even fucking know. They don't know.
They don't know. right, we're in segment 3. The best segment of all of them, of all 3. You're here. You made it. And I'm going to tell you, Kristen Kortner sent a DM to our Instagram, DTBFF podcast. Says, my friend breakup was when my best friend responded to the death of my father with a, and I quote, "Oh no, sorry, girl."
Oh no.
A decade of friendship. Oh no, your dad died? So sorry, girl.
Sorry, girl.
I'm sorry, girl. What's that? Your daddy died? Oh, girl, you're going to be all right.
Oh no.
You're going to be good.
That's
Don't
so
even
terrible.
Don't even stress. Lots of people have daddies.
Oh God.
You'll get another one.
You get another daddy.
Oh no.
When your mama remarry, you be all right.
Oh no.
Oh, no, sorry, girl. Was she talking to a horse that she bumped into? Oh, no, sorry. Oh, no, sorry, girl. Was it through text? That would be even more fucked. You go to call and leave a message. My dad died. She texts back, "Oh, no, sorry, girl."
I thought it was a text. Is it not a text?
Let's see. Let me. My friend breakup was when my best friend responded to the death of my father with, and I quote, "Oh no." So it doesn't like state specifically if it was a text message or not, but that feels text messagey. It does feel text.
You responded. Yeah.
Yeah, with the peach emoji. "Oh no, sorry, girl." Peach emoji.
If my friends write to tell me that their dads died, I just write back, bro.
Oh. Yo, dog, that's fucked.
Bro.
Yo, how'd it happen?
Oh man. Or man.
Oh man. Ah, sorry, girl. That's how I
Death is
respond.
hard.
That's a tough one. Your dad died. Actually, one time a buddy of mine who's a comic, and we like make fun of each other all the time. His dad died, and he has a very similar relationship with his dad that I do with mine. And so this was a gamble, but Jay told me that my buddy's dad had passed away, and so I called him, and he didn't pick up, and I left a message, and I was like, "Hey man, I heard about your dad. I'm so sorry. If you want to talk, you can call me anytime." And then he gets my message and texts me and says, "I appreciate you reaching out. A lot going on. How are you doing?" And I responded with, "Better than you are."
Oh no.
Dude.
Oh no.
Yeah. And he wrote back, "LOL." And I was like, thank God. Oh, fuck. That was a real shot in the dark that would be received well.
That's good though.
Yeah. Yeah, I think
It's hard to respond to death on text.
Yeah, I mean, it's also hard to respond to death in general,
Yes.
in any capacity. I think even with, a deep friendship or something, it's hard to know exactly what to say when somebody passes away, and you want to be comforting, but you don't want to be too, I don't know. People have a hard time with emotions in general, so. I mean, obviously, the story I just told, I'm not well equipped to deal with people's emotions all the time. My knee-jerk reaction.
It is hard to know what to say.
Yeah, for sure. But "oh no, sorry, girl," and that's that's pretty fucked.
It is.
I kind of wonder. Kristen, send back, did you follow up with anything? What exactly was that, the straw, or had this been building up and to a degree where you're like, "Oh, my dad died. Let me see how this girl responds." And she responds with, "Oh no, sorry, girl." Were you like, fuck this motherfucker at the end of it? Did you follow up, have a fight? Like, what happened? I would like to know. Follow up. All right. Reddit remix. Are we on to that now? Let's fucking Reddit remix. Reddit remix. This one is not safe for work. It puts it at the top. So if you're listening to this on speakerphone at work, get ready. Got the ick. How do I proceed? First of all, sorry about formatting. This is both my first post and I'm on mobile. Second of all, feel free to judge me as much as y'all want because I know I deserve it. LMAO. So I recently broke up with my partner of 2 years and pretty much immediately clicked with a coworker of mine. We became friends first, and then our relationship became flirtatious. Long story short, we've moved away fast. Oh, excuse me. We've moved way fast, way quick. He wants me to meet his family, which wasn't a big deal to me at all. I really do like the guy. Problem is, and I'm a shit person for it, but I got the ick tonight. We were having sex, not the first time. Ooh. And I guess he's now tapping into some more dominant side because I think he tried to be intense but overdid it. Oh no. As when I looked up at him, he was staring down at me, like boring into my soul with the most psychopathic face I've ever seen, and I can't ever look at him the same. I guess my questions are, am I a douche for wanting to end it? I guess my questions are, am I a douche for wanting to end it? And would it be acceptable to just tell him that I'm not ready to date yet? It's not been long since me and my partner separated, and he knows that. Any advice, criticism, etc. is welcome. Okay.
First off, how do you know? Maybe he was just concentrating.
He was doing the alphabet in his head.
My face when I'm concentrating looks like I'm intense. My eyebrow goes up.
It's true. It's true. If you were holding a blunt instrument while concentrating, I would assume I owe you money.
Yeah. Yeah. How do you go back, though, once you've seen something you can't unsee?
Yeah, and then it's going to come back. It's going to come back in bed. He's not going to not do that because he's going to want to, whatever the face was, it was probably trying to be like sexy and dominant and like, oh, you like how do you like how manly I am? But it just looks like a fucking crazy homeless person going through a window.
Oh no.
I mean, you could say something about it and just say, look, I don't know what's happening to you when you fuck me, but I don't like it. I don't like what's going on with your face.
Yeah, there's a level you hit where I'm almost pretty positive I'm in danger.
No.
Could you reel back? Could you reel back a bit? Just Also, like, I wonder if he's dirty talking, and if his dirty talking is also matches his face, because that's also kind of funny to like either have dirty talk that matches his face, which is like really intense, or the dirty talk doesn't, like his tone of voice doesn't match his face, like he's got like a high pitched voice, like, yeah, you like that, but then his face is fucking.
I think they would have said if there was some dirty talking, though.
Sure. I just feel like just the face, just the face. You just make a face during sex.
Yeah, that seems a little harsh.
Yeah, no, like an intense face and no words is much scarier for sure. Like you're fucking.
I mean, men's faces during fucking are not that great. Anyway.
That's true. There's a lot going on over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't need to see men's O. I mean, I don't know why I would see it, but I don't need to see men's O faces and whatever emotions
That's
they're.
that's why they don't show them in porn.
No, they really don't.
They don't.
No, you're right. They kind of cut away from that. That would be weird if you were watching like cis porn and they're like the woman's about to come, but then they just cut to the guy and he's like, "Bleh," and you're like, ah, what the fuck?
That's not what I want to see.
I don't want to see his veiny neck. Well, no, I mean, not really, but also this kind of feels like someone young too, who's like has many options. And so the moment something's sort of off, that like in the moment, that's such a weird, I mean, that's like such a weird thing to learn about women too, is that they just like in the moment they're turned off and they're no longer having a good time in bed just from like one thing you did and said.
Yeah.
And they're just like,
again, we're assuming this is a woman. They never said.
True. Also true.
Could be another guy.
Cool. Could be another guy. Absolutely. But yeah, I mean, you're right. Yeah, because I can get turned off in the moment. I think it takes a lot for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, if you don't want to talk about it, if you're this quick to bounce, you must not really even like the guy all that much. But I mean, and also there's a pattern of like, I was with a guy for 2 years, I cut it off, got right into this thing, and then this guy made weird murder face, and so now I'm fucking out on this guy. I mean,
but I'm gonna meet his parents already. What if his parents all had that murder face too?
while you're eating at the dinner table?
Yeah, they just stare at you with that murder face.
You pass the butter.
Yeah.
Jesus.
It's just a genetic thing.
And she's like, oh, okay. Making the same sex noises they do when they eat.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I think you're working on jumping ship more than like sticking it out. So that's what it feels like.
Yeah, me too.
You're just playing the field. Well, yeah. What do you guys think? Do you guys, have you had an ick factor happen mid-sex, before sex, after sex? When
I would love to hear about it. I'd love to hear about it.
dtbffpodcast@gmail.com. You can also send those messages to our Discord and to our Instagram at DTBFF podcast. If you'd like to support the show, you can go to patreon.com/DTBFF podcast. If you'd like to see me live, I'm going to be at the Big Pine Comedy Festival the 11th through the 16th. You can go to kaneholloway.com for show dates, and you can follow me at Kane Holloway.
Follow me at It's Gregor on Instagram, or you can go to GregoryBehrendt.com. Find out about coaching. Find out about when you sign up, you get a meditation. It's a deal. It's great.
Oh yeah.
And I also have an exciting. We've been having a lot of conversations over on Facebook on my super excellent coaching page. People have been writing in and doing that kind of stuff. So yeah, check that out.
Yeah, hell yeah.
You can find me at DTBFF Producer Pat on Instagram.
Now, Pat, have you done any more work in the cheese world that you're bringing to social media, TikTok, and the like?
No. I have a long library of pictures of cheese boards that I've made. So maybe at some point I'll share those with the public.
I would love that.
I need to show people how to make a good cheese board.
Yeah, baby.
TikTok. I have 3 TikToks up now.
Oh.
I have 2 stand-ups and 1 relationship thing.
Well, actually, you have more than that. If you go to Kane Holloway on TikTok, you're all over it.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
You're all
I'm
over
doing better there than on my own page.
It's true. I And I think that's what we have, a codependent relationship, baby, because I'm doing really good over here. Anyway, yeah. And if you want, you can call in the show. What's that number, Pat?
That number is 323-379-5544.
Don't take bullshit from fuckers.
Fuck 'em.
Hey there, if you like the show, you can find bonus episodes and more at our Patreon at patreon.com/DTBFF podcast. And then rate the show 5 stars on iTunes because it's the right thing to do. All music by the Rating Monarchs, produced by Patrick Kelly.